Hello everybody and welcome to our 5-minute instructionals. Now these 5-minute instructionals, they're just 5 minutes. We're going to give you some good theory, some good science, and some good pointers on what you want to look at going forward. So thanks for joining along with us. I've got my trusty white erase board here that I always carry with me. What we want to talk to you today about is the rule of 25%. When you look at biomechanical efficiency and you're actually looking at what you're going to be doing in combat or how you're going to exert yourself through force into your environment, then you want to look at how much energy you're using. Now, when you look at how much energy you're using, what you want to do is take stock of your breathing, take stock of your heart rate, take stock of how you feel. Are you out of breath? Are you kind of tired? Are you sore? These are the things that we want to look at in the rule of 25. Now, before we actually get into this, let me take a moment and say that what we really talk about is efficiency. So when we're talking about efficiency, what we're talking about is biomechanics, and we're talking about bioenergy, physiology, physics, all of these different sciences that come into it. So let's go ahead and look at the rule of 25%. Your available bioenergy is 100%. From there you have 75, 50, 25, and 0. Now what happens is that when you're walking around day to day, you're relaxing, whatever it may be, coming out of the office, you exist between 0 and 25%. That is just your nervous system making you walk, making you do your daily tasks. Now what we want to do is, in combat, is we want to look at trying to stay around 25%. So let's draw some lines here. At 25%, this is a defensive posture. This is somebody coming at you. This is somebody working against you. There's a lot of people would say it's going with the flow, going with the environment. There's a lot of arts that simply specialize in that, and PROMEC does a lot of that as well. We don't want to use all of our available energy. So with 25%, this is somebody coming in attacking you. Maybe you sidestep them. Maybe you push them off to the side. Maybe you simply try to get out of the way. Maybe you do a one punch that knocks out, stops the situation. Now, what we're going to be talking about is spikes. Now spikes, when you go from 25 to 50, this area right here is the area when you start to wrestle around, grapple with somebody. This is where you want to spike up to in order to accomplish tasks. Now accomplishing those tasks, think about it for a second. You're working against somebody and all of a sudden you get some type of mechanical advantage, you're able to throw them, you're able to do these different things. At a certain point, 25% is not going to be enough. So when that 25% is not enough, you're going to go ahead and you're going to spike up to 50%. Now when you spike up to 50%, that's to perform a very particular task. You don't want to just go willy-nilly flying all over the place in order to do things. Now, why do I say that? Because there's other things that are involved in combat. Now you might just be walking down the street and it might be one person, but if you get into a situation where you have people around you, maybe it's a girlfriend, a boyfriend, somebody, your daughter, son, parents that are with you, you might need to protect them. You might need to drag them away from the situation. So when you're looking at this, you have to look at what is that 100%. Now, 25 to 50, that's in order to overcome your opponent, that's to put them down, that's to use very mechanical concepts and mechanical machines in order to do it. What is 75? Well, if you're at 50% right here and you've spiked up there, let's say that you really need to get up, really overcome the person quickly. Let's say it's a bigger opponent, it's somebody that's faster, whatever it may be. You may spike from here, come to this point, you're defending yourself at this point. You come up here, now you're there. If you spike up to 75, 75 is where you have to end the fight. You have to get it taken care of. If you ball your fist or you flex a muscle for about 60 to 67 seconds, you'll begin to feel all of your energy drain. You'll start to wear out. You'll start to get tired all over your body because you're just burning energy. That's when you're putting that 75, 100% tension onto your body. So thinking about that in a micro manner, about just a muscle, just a tension on a fist, just like this, it's a lot of energy being used. Now think about what you're in combat with. Now let's say you have to pick somebody up and run with them. That's why we go at 25%. We never want to go above 75%. Above here is our pure reserves. Now what do I mean by pure reserves? Pure reserves, once you get to 75%, You need this right here. Let's say that your daughter, you end up in a situation, you get away from it, and your daughter needs to be picked up and carried. That is at 75% to 100%. That is all that you have left. You have a battle buddy sitting there, you need to drag him out of the line of fire, drag him back behind some cover. Maybe you're a fireman or you're a police officer that you need to pull somebody away from a burning vehicle. That is what this is. That is your reserves. We don't want to spike up to this point. So, in closing, when you're working with your training partners, whatever it may be, my best advice is take your base heart rate and your base breathing. Time those, see what they are, see where they're at, and then start to work with your training partner and see at which point you get 25% more than what your base is. Here's our base. Once you get above that, go up to here, see where that is, and then go up to 100%, where you get to complete gross motor skills and you start to lose your fine motor skills. Taking those things into account, begin training like that, monitoring your heart rate, monitoring your breathing, monitoring your general level of exhaustion. Never go above the 75%. A good way to train for this is to simply pick up a 100-pound bag and run with it once you've been working against your training partners. And what you'll find is that the rule of 25% is going to make you a better martial artist. It's going to make you really focus on the things that you do well, that you are very good at. Own those skills, start to hone those skills, and work with them, and then look at your heart rate and your breathing up from that 25%, and try not to go over 75. Pick up that 100-pound bag and run with it. It's going to give you a very good base to work off of in your training sessions. I'm Matt Powell with PROMEC.com. Thanks for checking out our 5-minute instructional. Like I said, it's theories and concepts that we want to cover with you that we can cover quickly. You can always go to PROMEC.com, go to our forum, and discuss these things there. Or you can email me at matt@promec.com. I'm here for you to help you out. If you want to learn more, feel free to go to our shop at PROMEC.com. You can pick up our videos like the lever where we talk about mechanical concepts within combat. You can get the helix and the gear where we actually talk about biomechanical efficiency and how to use your body efficiently, standing up, transitioning to the ground, and on the ground. We also have the wedge. We've got a number of different videos that are up on there for download. Everything is downloadable. So please make sure that you stop by our shop on the website and take a look at this, because what I'm going to be talking about is biomechanical efficiency with the rule of 25%. And biomechanical efficiency is what we do at PROMEC.